Today we're going to be doing 4 Barbara Barry collection by Baker dining chairs that are very unusual. Customer has picked out fabric, so we have to fit patterns, and we're going to show you how to cut, we're going to show you how to measure, and I just wanted to show you a couple of things first before we get going. This is an oval back, and it's a pretty much of a linear pattern that we have to match to the oval back. We'll get to that in a minute. But I wanted to show you one thing about this is that it's a very unusual design. It had 2 screws holding the oval back on, which we had to actually undo the seat in order to unscrew the oval back, which is a little unusual. So every job that you see is different, and let's show you how we're going to measure that. Okay, so as you've seen, if you've seen previous videos, you see how I start labeling a piece of furniture. In this case, we have 4 of these. We have 4 seats, 4 boxings, 4 inside backs, that's an I, 4 outside backs, that's an O and a B, single pipe that we're going to be gluing around the base, and a single pipe that we're going to sew at the seat. So let's get busy measuring. Okay, so as you see, we have our up and down and our side to side indicated with a slash, and we have all our measurements down in a row for both of those. And we write everything down, we figure it all out on paper before we take scissors to fabric. That's very important. There's one other note I want to make in here. The inside back is the pattern fabric. The rest is in solid. So now I want to show you on the inside back how to fit a pattern to an oval. Okay, so on these 4 Barbara Barry chairs, we have oval backs. And oval backs in upholstery do present a certain problem in that most fabrics are milled linear, you know, and this is an oval. So it's our job to take the motif of a pattern. This pattern has at least 3 motifs that could be used as a center point. We also are battling, we don't have much fabric, so we have to first pick a primary motif. Okay, when I first look at this fabric, if it wasn't an oval, we would be using this big pattern here. But I automatically don't like that because it's wider than the oval. So for this fabric, my primary motif was this right here, which fit in really well to our oval. However, because of the cut of the fabric, I don't have enough. I need 4 of them. I don't have enough out of that. So now I'm going to the 3rd motif to see how that would work. And that is what is going to be used because I like it. It's going to fit nice in the oval shape. And more importantly, I have just enough. Oftentimes when your client brings you fabric and you tell them fabric, it's based on solid measurements. In this case, I would have liked to have seen at least another ½ a yard more so that I had a little bit more flex. But this is going to work out fine. So with our measurements, we are going to start cutting this. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? So, and my method is that when you have your measurements cut, you can put them on the table next to you, and you can keep referencing them. What we're going to do is we're going to cut one out and then use that as a pattern for the rest of them. So I'm going to go from the middle. You find the middle of your motif, put a little dot there. If you have chalk, make sure you're using the proper chalk. School chalk or colored chalk's even worse. Don't want to use that because that will stain fabric. You really have to be careful even with the powdered chalk that we use as upholsterers, not to go too hard on it because even this will stain fabric. Just be careful of that. And we're working at the face. We always work from the face. Okay, so our measurement on inside back was 23 up and down. Half of 23 is 11 and a half. So I'm going to go 11 and a half down this way. And I'm going to go 23 up. Right there. And then side to side our measurement was 20. So I'm going to go 10 inches from that motif. And wow, we're right at the salvage. So I'm going to go right at the salvage there. So that's pretty close. Okay, then I'm just going to extend this line over like that. And then this one here. Extend this line. Gonna cut this. Just needed to cut just a little bit off the top. Okay, now this is very important, people. Before fabric leaves the table, make sure you mark what it is and the direction. In this case, I'm going to write IB, inside back. I'm going to chalk the back side of this fabric, inside back, and I'm even going to put a little T there for top, so that I take it away from the table. I can turn it 4 times and toss it in the air and then bring it back down, and I know I haven't lost my direction. This is very important. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to use this as a pattern for my others. Go right there and so on. I have the second one, I'm going to get the third one here and the fourth one here. So, as you're going along, you want to cross out what you've cut. And I think that's all I'm going to show you today. Thank you.